just as winter's icy grip gives us one last squeeze before spring's welcome warm embrace, we are back at the Elevation Trail and...
Ooh, let me do it. The Hreat Canadian SnowGassem.
Geez, you're not excited at all, are you?
Oh, Indy, you don't even know.
Ajax hasn't been this giddy since he got 2 Snickers bar from the vending machine instead of 1.
That was a magical day, buddy.
Guys, we need to focus here. 36 drivers make up this tournament field, and every last one of them will do battle on the Elevation Trail to try and maximize their points to drive away as Top Banana.
Top Banana? Who wrote your script? Bay City Daryl?
Just go with it, okay?
I'm with Indy on this one. Top Banana just sounds wrong. Anyways, if you're not familiar with how we race here at the trail, go watch some of our other series. I just want to get some race going.
But Ajax, you gotta read the rules.
Rules schmools. It's just a bunch of blah 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 that nobody watches anyways. Let's just get to the racing.
Alright. Well, Indy, you want to introduce the first drivers up tonight?
I guess.
No, I got this. Let me do it. First up tonight in Group 1, we got Summer Pan and her Nova wagon going up against Dr. Dodge and his Ford 2-door coupe. And our good friend Scotty is in his Chevette. I suffered too long with that van tournament. Let's get some real racing. The Hreat Canadian SnowGassem starts right now.
First race is underway, and Scotty breaks away from Dr. Dodge and Summer Pan as they come together right out of the gate drop. They put each other in the boards and they're done. Well, Scotty gets his Chevette over the jump and across the line for a clean 11 points. It's a dream start for the man from Luxembourg. Let's see if he can continue this momentum in races 2 and 3.
Scotty screams out of the gate with 11 points, but it's an uncharacteristically slow start for Summer Pan and the team from Grumpy Cloud.
It looks like we're serving up summer sandwiches in race 2 as Scotty and Dr. Dodge both pinch down on Summer Pan, tangling everybody up at the top half of the course. Scotty checks out early, and unfortunately Dr. Dodge puts himself into the boards just at the jump, getting into the way of Summer Pan. That scrubs everybody's speed, and that ends this round. Not the lap that both Summer Pan and Dr. Dodge wanted, but Scotty will take it going into race 3.
Another rough showing for Summer Pan and Dr. Dodge as they're 6 and 8 points respectively. Scotty's still out in front with 13.
And obviously Scotty was not happy with lap 2, so he comes out and absolutely destroys the competition in race 3. Dr. Dodge looks like he gets a saw blade stuck up in the boards just after the gate drops, and that's enough to spin him out. Whereas Scotty takes a shot at Summer Pan, puts her into the berm, and boom, she's up and over. That was a great little move by Scotty right there. He cements another 11 points to his score as this hip check into the boards absolutely devastates Summer Pan, leaving a beautifully wide open track for Scotty to cruise across for another 11 points. That's how you open a tournament, and that's how you cement your spot in the second round.
Looks like Dr. Dodge and Summer Pan didn't have an answer for Scotty, as his 24 sets the benchmark that all the other racers in this tournament are going to be gunning for.
That was a pretty nasty hit there, Summer, but I did notice one of your axles are bent, so we'll get you flipped over and back to the shop.
The round 1 scores for these drivers are going to be going on the big board, and it's just a formality. Scotty sits in the top banana spot with 24, while Summer Pan is in number 2 with 13, and Dr. Dodge is on 9.
Oh man, I really do like where this is going. Let's see who's in group number 2. Leading group 2 from HSL Diecast, it's Carl Recco. He'll be going up against Raging Ricky from Oregon Outcast Diecast, and they're going to be joined by Iceman from Iceman Racing in his 55 Bel Air. Ooh, buddy, here we go. Group 2 goes right now.
And Iceman, with a beautiful come-from-behind move, gets HSL Diecast out of the way just as we thought he was done and over up at the start. Sometimes it's not how fast you are, but when you make your move in order to get around other drivers. And here, Iceman makes a perfect case for that, as you see Iceman pick his line perfectly to get around both Raging Ricky and then Carl Recco to get himself across the line and take home his first 11 points. And just like Scotty was able to in Group 1, it's a dream start for Iceman in Group 2.
This is going to be a good battle this series, as Iceman takes home 11 points, but Raging Ricky and Carl Recco both take home 5. They need to step it up.
And just as Indy says they gotta step it up, Carl Recco and Raging Ricky do just that. The gate drops and it's a great race down to the jump. As you can see, Iceman just gets into the back of Carl Recco. However, he flips it around and keeps going down. Iceman dumps it into the gap of the course, but you can see that Raging Ricky just gets himself into the wall that directs him just across the line. And HSL Diecast Carl Recco gets himself down for 10 points as well. With those point totals, looks like we've got a race.
Lap 2 certainly tightened things up, as Iceman and Raging Ricky are now tied on 16, but Carl Recco's right there with 15.
Just because the guy's name is Recco doesn't actually mean you gotta go and try and wreck him.
Wow, that was a crazy finish. The gate drops and all three drivers are battling down the top half of the course. Iceman gets into Recco first and then bounces right in front of Raging Ricky before getting back into Carl Recco at the jump. You can see Recco's just ahead of Iceman, and that unsettles him just enough to allow Raging Ricky to come around and put himself into the berm. Well, it's a photo finish between Iceman and Recco at the line. Recco just beats Iceman out by a bumper, and Raging Ricky doesn't even make it across. He's stuck on 9. Wow, what a finish. What a way to end Group 2. That was amazing.
A big-time effort by all three of these drivers, who sees them rewarded with 26 and 25 points respectively. And with the Group 2 scores going on to the big board, we now have a tie for the lead as Iceman and Carl Recco sit in the top banana spot with 26. That puts Scotty down to third with 24 and Raging Ricky with 25. Ajax, we got to address your eagerness here.
Look, I just want to give the drivers what they want. And what they want is great racing.
Well, next time can we just, follow some of our usual conventions?
Yeah, absolutely. But first, let's meet the next group.
Whoa. Gonna stop you right there, cowboy.
Why?
Because that's it for tonight.
That's it? What do you mean that's it?
We'll pick it up next week with Groups 3 and 4.
I gotta wait.
That you do. You've been watching the Hreat Canadian SnowGassem from the Elevation Trail at Lake Ridge Heights. I've been your host, 9 to 5. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.
Randy, you don't actually plan on racing that thing, do you?
Yeah, why?
Oh, my sweet, sweet Randy, you are gonna get so smoked.